I was just thinking how in my lifetime, and it's been quite a few decades, that I see more stress in the world than I've ever seen in my lifetime. How more people are upset, how some people deal their upsetness by acting out and attacking others or being nastier. And so we're seeing a lot of people out of desperation attacking others and so on, or attacking groups of people or killing somebody else. So there's a lot of stress in the world that's going on. But if I can see that I don't have to be a victim of that inside myself, not that I want to put myself in the midst of a whole crowd out there shouting at each other or about to fight with each other, but on the other hand, if I can see that whatever pushes that button and triggers those reactions inside me, I can deal with those differently. I don't have to do what so many people are doing now, taking a gun out and finding somebody they can shoot, or driving their car into somebody, or causing a riot in a large crowd. Those never solve the problem. They just create more fear and more tension, and they don't make me feel happier or healthier either. But if I can see that I can change the world I see, and I change my world, because we all go around thinking the world I'm seeing is the reality of the world. But I give my meaning and my interpretation to everything I see. It's what we now know from the science of quantum physics. They say there's no such thing as a purely objective reality, because everybody's given their meaning and interpretation to everything. If I can see that and not get stuck where most of our society does, and I'm a victim of this, or I'm a victim of that, or this person, or that situation, or I'm fearing this could happen to me, or that could happen to me. Instead of falling into that powerlessness, I can say, no, I can start by just changing my way of viewing myself and viewing the other person and viewing the world. And as I change that, I begin to feel differently. Because if I see them, as I've said before, coming from one or two places, if they're not being love, they're probably just appealing for love. And so if I can see it that way, I can have a thought of compassion. And I can send that energy out to them. I don't even have to say a word, but I can send that energy to them. Because we now know in quantum physics, there is no such thing as a private thought. Because every thought we have is an energy that we send forth. And it affects everything around us, plants, animals, people, and so on. So if I do that, it's the way I take back my power. I can send them healing, love, and compassion. And that way it makes me feel better, but it also doesn't fire them up and stimulate them into being nastier. And we all think we could just tell the person what they did wrong and what they got to do or what they should do with me, how they should treat me. They just hearing me as preaching at them and making them wrong. That doesn't solve the problem. It's rarely created a solution that's positive. But to start by changing myself, my own thoughts, my own interpretations, whether I stay in fear and anger and condemnation, or whether I stay in a place where I'm more compassionate and caring and loving. And then I'm embracing my full power. That's the source of true power in the universe, not violence, but the true power is our loving force. And that's what creates a relationship we like. That's what makes us happy with ourselves. That's what keeps our bodies healthy. Or the opposite is one thing that makes us sick. So if we can learn those ways of taking back our power, then we can spread more happiness and peace and love and joy in the world. And know we're helping not just ourselves, but everybody around. And we can spread that, and it helps bring healing to the world. I yearn for more of that around us.